All right, guys, I want to make a quick video on HOLO on Saturday, December the 14th, as this is on one of my top watches. And I'll show you guys exactly why the power of patience here, as this has just declined heavily on this reverse split in October 9th, and it's just been going down and down and down. But the key things I want to look for is one, this EMA 20. If you look at the past history of HOLO, you know when we get close to 2 months of not hitting this EMA 20, price will jump and touch this rapidly, right? Price gets very close, and you can see it will physically touch it. But I know this is a big algo resistance where price will hit it and fall through. We've seen it here on 514. We've seen it on 604, and we've seen it right down in this area. But this time, you see how this tried to make a solid uptrend, just could not hold it here, and this is a perfect test retest pattern to short it, where it goes through the EMA 20. EMA 20 becomes the top band. You short it at the EMA 20, and it keeps on going down. So you can see it constantly here, where it touches this and goes back down, right? But what I'm looking for until I get a signal where something is, telling me otherwise, I like to play the trend reversals. I don't like to play the pumps and dumps. I want to be in early. I'd rather be down some rather than it go up 30, 50, 100%, and then I'm trying to buy HOLO, because at that point then it's way up in the $3 range, and then I know, well, if HOLO hits this EMA 20, there is a big resistance according to the past. Of course we can go above it some, but when I've been back testing HOLO, this is what I've been doing. I always look for the EMA 5 to be away from it some. We've got some distance now. We got about a 10% distance from that. I love at least 10% to give me that nice cushion range. To the EMA 10, we're looking at a 20%. Not too shabby, right? We know we will touch this EMA 20, which is the end goal. The last time we touched it was way back in 1015. Well, I mean, the more I'm looking at it, it's looking pretty good, guys. 1015, 1115, 1215. We got 2 months of not hitting it. I told you, anything that don't touch in 2 months is long. This is looking bullish. Congrats to everyone that watched my previous videos. Congrats if you waited it out. You gotta first give it that EMA 5 time distance. We got 3 days here. I like to, look for around 4, because usually on HOLO you get that fourth or fifth. It doesn't have to be super precise. I don't want to miss out on this run, and that's where you get that pump. Like, for example, here we touch the 5, we go down 1, 2, 3, 4. You go up some, kind of. If you buy it at the end of the day, you always buy it at the end of the day. So you buy it here, it goes down 5, and then we had that nice move up here, right? We know it's going to touch this EMA 5. Usually 5 days is pretty long. But like I said, it doesn't have to be exact science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It touched it on the 6th daily candle. You can see something like this kind of pattern here. You see, touch the EMA 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bought it on the 4th daily candle at the end of the day, and you had this massive run up. So you'll buy it right here where the body closed, and it goes up 40%. Literally making 40% one day. That is awesome. Obviously, you're not going to make exactly 40%. What I'm looking for is conservative targets. I'm not trying to be a gambler and say I'm going to hold for 100% gain and all that. But I do know my chances of hitting this EMA 20 with making a 40% is very reasonable. That's a very reasonable target. So 10 to 30% gain is really what I'm looking for, because these are going to fluctuate as time goes. And how I'm looking to play this is I'm going to buy it at the end of each day. So on December the 15th, on a Monday, the market's going to open around 3:55 p.m. I'm going to see where HOLO's at. Let's say HOLO is right here at 140. That's where I would put my average in. It could dip all the way down below 139, break a new level, as that's what it's been doing constantly. But I will buy it at the end of the day, because a lot of the times what I see is when the sellers take control, they keep going down and down. What's to say, and you can also use lower time frames. I like to use the 15-minute. If ever I see like a 15-minute touch this green band, then yes, I'll probably buy it earlier. You can use the 5 minutes. You can see how when price gets close, it kind of bumps. But you got to understand is price reverts to the mean. This is the 1 minute. You see how when price gets overextended to the downside on the 1 minute, it reverts to that mean, which is the EMA 20. And then it makes the next direction, which it could be a newer low. In this case, it kind of consolidates, go up, makes another dip here, goes back to the EMA 20. That EMA 20 and 50 are your magnet, right? And so that's kind of what I'm looking at with the daily, right? A daily takes longer to hit the EMA 20 because it's a more longer time frame. And you might get tired of me just saying this all the time in my videos, but it works. This is what's going to make you a consistent full-time trader instead of just buying a pump, on these lower. If a stock is under $10, I am not trading with the trend because the trend is not strong. Those lower cap stocks break trends. They have terrible news. They dilute. It's too hard to trade with the trend. That's why I always say buy in early and sell the pumps, because this is not a company like Nvidia, Tesla, where they're going to dilute. So it's impossible to trade with the trend. It really is. So the key is to buy low, sell high in these type of companies. So we're not trying to invest. We're trying to get in and out. If you make 40% and the next day, you better believe it, I'm taking those gains. If it's 10%, I'm taking it off. And then I'm writing some shares as high as I can. And that's just the nature of this. So this is HOLO. Really nice area here. Obviously, we're not at this green band, but realistically, we've never been at this green band for HOLO, so I can't really use this. You might ask, well, what is it? It's my Keltner channel. I have it there for an extreme oversold territories, and if there's not, you can see right here, it's just never done it. But what I can use with this is, one, what I like about HOLO is mainly the volume. I love the volume. It's been consistently get over 1 million volume, lots of bulls and bears. So when I see higher volume, that means price reverts to the mean in an orderly fashion, right? So if I don't see 2 months of EMA 20, then I'm like, okay, well, we have nice volume. And it just makes it a lot easier, right? We also got that reverse split out of the way. It wasn't even that big of one. It was only a 1 for 20. And we never really had any reputable bounce then. Of course, if you held all throughout here, yeah, you probably think HOLO sucks, but you're also trading without a system here, and you're just gambling and throwing a dart at HOLO. I've done that before, so no criticism at all. We've all done that. We probably followed alerts and be like, oh, someone said HOLO's going to go to $10, and everyone just follows in on HOLO. Trust me, I've seen that, and I don't believe anyone, don't even believe me on price targets. I'm telling you what the algos are going at. My target for this is an easy EMA 5, 10, and 20, and that's it. Anything above this 20 is a cherry on top of the ice cream. That's where I trailed stop it. If it wants to do something like this and give me more, then sure. That's the market's giving me more than I wanted. And as you can see, it hits this EMA 50 and it rejects fast. It's not going over there. The algos are like, you guys are crazy for buying up in there. That is where the dilution begins, big time. Okay, yeah, so this is my strategy. I'm going to buy HOLO on Monday, most likely end of the day. If you guys want to join the Discord, see when I look to get in, see my strategy, learn my swing trading, my day trading system, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the Premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do is click on day trade alerts if you want access to everything, swing trades and day trades for only $12 a month. If you want to get access to just swing trades, it's all up to you. It's only $6 a month. Obviously, I'm going to recommend the Day and Swing Trading Plus. That way you get access to both. You kind of feel them both out. It's only $12. And you can see on the server shop here, you can read about both of them. I've been doing this for quite some time. I've been releasing my strategy the past year doing this. I make it very affordable because I know there's times people don't have a lot of money. So people charging hundreds of dollars to join a Discord is nuts. People, that's insane because now you got to pay, one, you got to pay taxes on your gains. Two, you got to pay for a fee that costs so much that it's outrageous. Whereas, trading is always already hard. So what I'm trying to do is give you guys a probability where this swing trading strategy has well over 90% probability of winning. I've lost 1 or 2 trades and there were penny stocks that were well under $1 doing this strategy, and because I went against my rules, and that was basically both times here. I like HOLO here. I like the risk versus reward. Definitely watch the swing trading education video on how I accumulate. This is a very nice video on how I like to accumulate. I think it's really nice, and it's really how to really catch the bottoms here, because it's not, you're not going to get the most precise. Like, it could go to 125 and then it could shoot up to 150, and I might have a 132 average. It doesn't really matter, right? Because we know we're going to sell the pumps here, and HOLO has consistently been making pumps. From here was a 26%. Let's just say from these little pumps, this was a 12%. I mean, they happen all the time, right? From this one, obviously, we're due for a much bigger pump. That was a 16. We're looking for an average of 10 to 40% pump in the short term for HOLO, and it could be way more. But I'm not going to give you guys an outrageous price target, and you're like, wow, it never hit that. I do know conservative. I'm positioning myself to win. Hope you guys too. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a like, subscribe, comment. Hope to see you guys in the premium Discord, and let's make some money. Peace out.